Hey there, it's Heather, and I am here in Paris, France. This is easily my favorite place in the world to vacation. The city is just so beautiful and so full of history and culture. There are so many world-class museums here, and then the food culture. I love it in Paris, and I cannot wait to show you around. So come with me because we're going to check out museums, we're going to hang out by the Seine, and we're going to eat a lot of food. Let's go. I'm staying at the Westin Paris Vendôme because I love the location. It is right in the center of the city. I am across the street from the Tuileries, the Louvre is my next door neighbor, and I'm only a block from the Seine, so the location can't be beat. But what really drew me to it is these rooms. They just feel so French, right? I have a fireplace. When else do you have a fireplace in your hotel room? And there are these beautiful moldings on every wall. The windows open, my own private French balcony that overlooks this beautiful courtyard. And then there's tons of storage too. The room itself is a little on the small side because it is a European hotel, but both of these mirrors on either side of the fireplace open up into giant closets, and then there's another one in the hallway. So it's great if you're like me and you pack a lot of things. What I love is the history. Look at this ballroom. Can you believe it? This is where Yves Saint Laurent made his fashion debut. Victor Hugo, the novelist, used to have his birthday party here every year. I mean, just the history alone is incredible to wrap your head around. I cannot recommend this hotel enough. I'm here at the Tuileries, a public park in the middle of Paris. It's located right next to the Louvre, so it is the perfect place to come and relax after you're done touring the museum. In fact, it was made just for the art of relaxing. There are giant fountains with chairs lined up around them where you're going to see people reading or napping or just people watching. There are cafes to grab lunch or a glass of wine and watch people go by. But what's really so spectacular about it there are thousands of trees planted so meticulously they create grand boulevards in the middle of the park, but then also give you tons of shade and little pockets that are hidden where you'll stumble upon artwork or a playground, and it's just, I feel like there's something new to discover around every corner, and it feels so magical. I'm here at the Musée de l'Orangerie, which houses my favorite paintings of all time, Claude Monet's Water Lilies. Monet actually designed the two rooms that these paintings are housed in, and there are 8 total, 4 in each room, and they're so giant. They take up the entire wall, and getting up close and seeing how he did these hundreds of thousands of brush strokes that look like little squiggles and then pulling back and seeing the whole picture, it's just breathtaking. I'm so happy I finally got to see them in person. I'm here at the Louvre, the most famous museum in the world, so you know you have to come when you come to Paris. I don't care how many times you've been here, it's worth a stop. It is so giant, this museum. You could spend 10 hours here and not come close to even seeing a quarter of the collection that's on display. So make sure you have a game plan. Get here early when it opens. Make your reservations online and know what you want to see. Because I was in there for about 5 hours and I'm exhausted at the end of the day. But I saw some incredible works of art. And no matter what you like, there's something for everyone. Italian painters, French masterpieces, Greek sculptures. Got to see a mummy from the Egyptian antiquities. They got to see Napoleon's apartment. So no matter what you're into, go. And also make sure you go see the crown jewels, because there is a diamond the size of my head in there, and that alone is worth the visit. You can't come to Paris and not go to the Eiffel Tower. Who cares if it's touristy? You're a tourist and it's beautiful. So go and enjoy it. But make sure you get your tickets online in advance, because right now you do need reservations, and then you'll also avoid the crazy long lines to buy tickets here. Surprisingly peaceful up here. We're also very, very high up. How are you enjoying the Eiffel Tower?
Thoroughly.
Did it live up to every expectation?
It did, especially when it got crowded.
No social distancing at the top. What I love in Paris is that they give free drinking water to all of their residents. So all around the city, in the parks, on the street, everywhere, they find just free drinking fountains, all potable water. So make sure you bring a bottle with you. And if you don't have a bottle with you, there are even certain fountains where you can rent a bottle, which is really cool. And because this is France, they also have sparkling water fountains for free. You're welcome. If you want to feel like you're among the locals, head to the Seine. This is where they come after work or school to relax. So come down, spend some time sitting by the river, take in the beautiful scenery, go for a stroll. Personally, I went to my local boulangerie and I got myself a baguette, and then I went to the fromagerie and got some cheese, and then I went next door and picked up a glass of Sancerre, and I'm having just a quick little impromptu picnic while I watch the work being done on Notre Dame. I'm here at the Luxembourg Garden, which is right in the heart of Paris. Used to be a royal palace, but the Queen took her grounds and made them public, and now it's this beautiful public park. The French Parliament actually meets in the old palace, but you can tell that it's just this old, royal, perfectly French manicured space. There's dozens of brightly colored flowers and they smell so good. There are walking trails and pony rides and all of that, but my very favorite part of this park is right behind me, a giant fountain where little kids rent boats to sail across in the shadow of the royal palace, and it just feels so very French. Cafe culture is such a huge way of life here in Paris. You're going to find them on every single corner, 3 or 4 to a street. The chairs are always going to be facing out because the French believe in the art of flânerie, which is people watching. So do yourself a favor. If you see one that looks inviting, find an empty seat, sit down, order a glass of wine or maybe a cheese plate, and just spend an hour or 2 watching people go by. Behind me is Shakespeare and Company, the super famous English-speaking bookstore here in Paris. I love books. I am such a bookworm, and bookstores are one of my true happy places on the planet, so I knew I needed to come and check this out. But what really drew me here is not only is it really old, the stairs are worn, you see the half timber inside the building, but this is where you would find Ernest Hemingway and F. Scott Fitzgerald and their contemporaries hanging out. So it's a really big piece of literary history. There's even beds in there where they used to sleep when they didn't have a room. So if you are a fan of literature, you have to come check it out. Well, my time in Paris has come to an end, and it feels really tragic for me because if I could never leave this city, I wouldn't. I love it here so much, and I hope it inspired you to visit and gave you some ideas of things to see and do while you're here.
If you've been to Paris, leave me a comment and let me know what your favorite thing is. I would love to hear about it so I can try it on my next visit. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please share this video with your friends. Click like, subscribe. It means the world to me. Thank you. Bye.
Where are my Paula's going?
It's a video.
Oh.
Say hi.
Hi.
Where are you?
I'm at the Tuileries.
Tuileries?
Sort of.